that's got one of your units on the truck.
Okay.
And it's on an N14. And he's calling thinking maybe he needed an ECM from us. We specialize in rebuilding of the ECMs. And we got to talking, and he was having trouble with a rough stumble going along, like vibration and what have you, and Cummins told him he needed to put all new injectors in. So he did that, and it seemed to help a little bit. And he's got a 2000 truck, and we started talking a little bit more and more, and I was telling him that it could be his cam sensor, or sounds like maybe the ECM might not be putting out a strong signal, and to put a Noid light, which he didn't have. And then he talked about your unit, that you have the panel with 6 lights in the dash that constantly blink. And now that he changed the injectors, he said now he's got a real rough idle, and some of them are firing by your unit on the dash, and others are real dim, and it's all erratic now. And I was just trying to find out if those are like little mini Noid lights that you've got set up, or somehow it's acting like a Noid light. Is that what that panel's for?
All that tells you is that we are outputting a signal to the injector. My suggestion would be to disconnect the Pittsburg Power computer completely and get it out of the system, and then troubleshoot it from there. There could be something wrong with the wiring harness connectors or something like that causing this, but there's no way of knowing. But all I can tell you to do is just disconnect the Pittsburg Power system from the engine and see if the problem goes away.
Okay. Where do you pull a signal off for those lights?
That's a signal that's being created by our computer box.
Oh.
Of input from the injector harness to our box, and then output from our box back to the injectors.
Okay. If you had, but your box is married to that ECM, right?
No, the ECM doesn't even know we're there.
No? Oh, okay. But you're saying disconnect the Pittsburg Power box, right?
Yeah, just disconnect it from the engine. Anytime anybody's having any kind of performance issues, I always tell them to disconnect that first, and then get everything corrected so that the engine runs properly without the box on, and then hook the box back up and see if any other problems come back.
Oh, that's interesting. But basically, so your box is, with those lights changing, you don't think the cam sensor or whatever goes into the garbage in, garbage out to you, right?
Yeah, but a cam sensor isn't going to cause our lights to be uneven.
No?
That would affect all 6 lights.
That's interesting. Yeah, I haven't talked to you guys for quite a while, so looks like you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're hanging in there.
Yeah, you still don't just set up people to sell your unit. You got to be a installation garage that qualifies for this now.
Correct. You have to have an installation facility.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Now I'll pass that on to him. So I'll just tell him to just kind of ignore that. But it is kind of funny that he didn't have that problem till they changed the injectors. So.
Okay.
And he put recons, the best ones, PXs.
Right. Yeah, something might be going on with one of them. It's hard to say.
Yeah. Okay, I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.